Notice to send Senate President Akpabio to jail, according to Form 48 of Sexual Scandal. Okay, my people, I greet everyone out there listening to me through this very channel. You see, I told you people that there is a law backing every crime committed in Nigeria. You see, uh, one of the legal practitioner and a lecturer of criminal law died yesterday, and his death was actually used to introduce to Nigeria the different crimes and their punishment attached to them. And a lot of people began to speak about Akpabio's own crime and the punishment attached. And this is what now brought about this Form 48, which actually spoke about sexual scandal and the and the punishment that awaits it. Now, dear listeners, before you go into this content, click and like on this very channel so that you'll be updated. Senate President Akpabio could face imprisonment for alleged disobeying a court order as Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan initiates contempt proceedings against him and other senior Senate officials. Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended for 6 months by the Senate for allegedly breaching its rules. However, a legal dispute has emerged over this decision. The Federal High Court in Abuja has issued a Form 48 notice in suit number, warning that Akpabio, the clerk of the National Assembly, the Senate, and the Senator Neda Imeswe, chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges, and Code of Conduct, could face imprisonment for failing to comply with a court directives. The notice, signed by the court registrar, states that the official committed willful disobedience of an order issued by Justice O. Egutu on March 4, 2025, despite being served with the order on March 5th, 2025. The Senate leadership allegedly ignored it and continued with actions that violated the court's decision. If Akpabio is allowed to ignore the court call or invitation, it means that Akpabio is above the law. And I tell you, this will now become an attitude in Nigeria that everyone will now be against the rule of law. So it is better that Akpabio is held down, is bent to submit to the rule of law. We must ignore this very fact that he is a Senate president. After all, he was a nobody before he got appointed as a Senate president. So who told him that as a Senate president, he is above the law? Even the president himself, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is not above the law. So if we allow him to have his way, I bet you this will now become a tradition that one will commit a crime and go and ignore the rule of law, even if the law is passed against that very person. So for the safety of this nation, for the safety of the Nigerian rule of law, and for the safety of the security of this very nation, I am of this opinion that Akpabio should be held down to submit to the rule of law, to submit to the core, to the rule of law. Because if that is not done, I bet you this will become a tradition, and nobody will have regard for the Nigerian constitution anymore. I don't know if we are getting me, and I just so dear listeners, based on these very facts, I would like to hear from you, and also to know what your opinions and what you think about this actually is. Don't forget to click on the red subscribe buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.